To On Point, it's great to have you with us. And now let's take you back to the Eastern Cape. Anda Nqonji is there for us following the visit of the President and the Health Minister, along with several provincial officials to various facilities today. Anda, take us through the morning and the afternoon. Where did he go?
Well, a very good afternoon to you. But just to speak about this moment right now, the President, you just had him give some bit of a briefing as to how his day went, and saying that he was pretty much impressed with how the Eastern Cape has been handling things. The strategy that was earlier on presented by the Premier of the Eastern Cape, Oscar Mabuyane, at Livingstone Hospital, which was the first leg of today by the President, who came here to see the progress in terms of the fight that is being put on by the provinces against COVID-19. You know, he spent quite some time at Livingstone Hospital, a quarantine site. Actually, the hospital was identified as the first quarantine site for COVID-19 patients in the Eastern Cape. It's based in the Nelson Mandela Bay, where, you know, people are expected to flock in, particularly patients of COVID-19. That hospital will be dealing with specifically patients who are critical, or those who will be needing, or those who need rather, ventilation. He was there for quite some time, listened to the Premier's presentation, which actually outlined some of the challenges that are being faced by the Eastern Cape, you know, including the rising numbers of COVID-19 cases in the Eastern Cape, and also with the Nelson Mandela Bay being rather an epicenter here in the Eastern Cape. He also outlined some of the concerning issues such as infrastructure, also telling you know, the President that they have set aside a total of 50 million to make sure that, you know, infrastructure, particularly hospitals, are well equipped with PPE. Also coming high in his presentation, saying that he has seen quite a number of unrests across the Nelson Mandela Bay, with people, particularly nurses and doctors and health professionals as a whole, complaining that they do not have adequate PPE, and calling that, you know, the government must do something about that, particularly after a number of deaths that have been reported in this province. They said that they were not safe. They did not feel safe enough to work or to do their jobs, as they have no protective gear. But today we also saw the President visiting the Nelson Mandela Stadium, one of the isolation centers for COVID-19 patients, particularly looking at protecting or those who cannot self-isolate from home, are flocking in or will be expected to come here. The President said that he was really rather impressed with the Eastern Cape's progress, and also mentioned that it was quite alarming, though, that the numbers continue to rise drastically. But he does have faith that the people of the government locally, the leadership of the Eastern Cape, is rather capable, after saying they are conclusive of their great work in terms of their presentation. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much. Anda Nqonji, following the President's visit to the Eastern Cape. Now, we heard about the Cuban doctors, the Cuban